Please stay tuned after this Trailside program for an exciting free gift offer and valuable information on the Trailside Nature Club.
Missouri is perhaps best known as a gateway to the West. After all, it's here where the mighty Mississippi and Missouri rivers converge. The rugged pioneers came to seek a new destiny. But beyond the Great Arch of St. Louis, there's a world to discover. Hi, I'm Peter Whitaker. Join us as we bike along 200 miles of the Katy Trail and make our own adventure on Trailside.
Trailside is brought to you in part by Chevy Tahoe. Next time you're having fun outdoors, make sure Mother Nature has a good day too.
Nestled between towering bluffs and the Missouri River lies Katy Trail State Park, one of the longest rails-to-trails conversion projects in the country. Along the 200 miles of this winding path, we'll see a variety of natural and cultural attractions, starting right here in St. Charles.
Hi, Peter. Why don't you come on up and have a cup of coffee?
Okay, Sharon, I'll be right up. To fully understand the scope of this project, it's important to know a little bit about its history. Constructed back in 1865 as a southern branch of the Union Pacific Railway Company, the Missouri-Kansas-Texas Railroad, better known as the Katy, was designed to take advantage of the flat areas of the Missouri River floodplain. After over a century of interstate commerce, the Katy shut down its route from Mawkins to Sedalia, affording a tremendous opportunity to the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. In 1986, they purchased the railroad right-of-way, and construction began on a new interstate corridor, the Katy Trail. Today, this ribbon of white sees an estimated 200,000 to 300,000 rugged individualists of a different sort, cyclists and hikers. Hey, Don.
Hey, Peter, how's it going?
Great. We'll be retracing the route once used by steam engines on mountain bikes, guided by Kristen Allen, a competitive bodybuilder and cross-trainer, and the Assistant District Supervisor of the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. Kristen rides an average of 40 miles per day. It looks like I'll be in good hands. Don Lewis is our outfitter, and the executive director of the Touring Cyclists will be meeting us at points along the trail to check on our supplies and gear. Hey, Kristen, what's up?
Well, I'm marking some points of interest on the map, Peter. There's a lot of really cool natural and historic features along the trail, and we'll probably want to take in quite a few of them.
Great.
But since we're traveling about 50 miles every day...
Whoa, 50 miles? That sounds like a big day.
Well, the trail is flat, Peter, but you got to remember that since there's no hills to climb up, there's none to coast down. The continuous pedaling is going to put extra stress on your quadriceps and on your calves. In fact, I'd suggest that an overall strength and aerobic conditioning program would be good preparation if you're planning on taking an extended trip like the one we're doing.
Whoops, I'm in trouble then. Let's check on with Don and take a look at the equipment. Hey, good looking bike, Don. How come a mountain bike, though?
Well, a mountain bike gives you a good gear ratio for riding, lowers your chance of flats, and gives you good control.
Stability and control, I like that. What else have you got there, Don?
Well, got 2 extra tubes plus patch kits.
In case we get a flat?
Right, standard set of tools for any minor emergency that might occur.
Okay.
First aid kit, you never know.
Yep, don't want to go out there without one of those.
Extra change of clothes for each.
Wow, clean shirt, I like it.
Binoculars, you never know when you might catch some wildlife out there.
A little tough when you're riding, but I'll stop and take a look or two.
Hydration, very, very important.
We'll be drinking a lot of water. It's hot today.
Right, food, nourishment.
Snacks.
Bagels, bananas, cheese,
Look at
granola.
That. What, no Snickers?
You've always got this trusty standby apple.
Fresh fruit, I like that.
Helmets and gloves for your noggins and for your hands.
Okay. Don?
Yes?
I don't know if this helmet's going to fit my large head.
Oh, I think you don't have a head too big for that helmet.
Okay.
If all else fails, notice your mile marker. Give me a call.
We'll do that. Hey, thanks a lot, Don. We'll see you in Herman.
You bet.
Kristen, where are we headed?
Well, our final destination for today is going to be Herman, Peter. But since that's about 50 miles down the road, we'll be making several stops between here and there. We'll be breaking for lunch, and then I want to make sure we stop at Augusta. Augusta's a really neat town that's made the transition from river town to railroad town and now trail town. It's really neat. The German influence is very evident.
All right, sounds great.
Hey Pete, slow up a little bit. The trail is flat, but you got to remember to pace yourself. We got a long ways to go.
Okay. You know, this trail is great. Are there actually railroad lines underneath here?
Well, no, when the trail was constructed, the railroad tracks and ties were all pulled up and salvaged for other use.
Will they ever turn it back into a railroad line?
It's a possibility, but maybe not a railroad line, maybe something completely different. Instead of being abandoned, the right-of-way here is rail banked, which means that if there's ever another national need for transportation use of the corridor, it'll have to be given up.
And in the meantime, we can rip it up, huh?
That's right.
That's great.
So you about ready for something to eat?
Yeah, you bet. I'll take a break.
Well, great, because this is exactly the spot that I've picked out for us to stop.
These rocks look cool.
Aren't they neat? I don't think we'll be the first people to ever eat lunch here. I suspect a lot of Indians generations before us have used this little cave.
It looks like a good spot.
So what do you think? I hunted hard to find this little spot.
This is awesome in here. It's a good place to sit out an afternoon rainstorm, huh?
Or even just to take a break. Gotta admit, I'm a little bit ready for a rest.
Yeah, I'm ready to get off the bike and eat something too. I'm starving.
Well, let's see what Don packed. I hope he's got a suitably healthy lunch for us.
Healthy?
Well, we need to replenish ourselves. You know, we've put out a lot of effort. You were really cranking back there.
So how's our pace? Covering the
good.
ground all right?
Yeah, we're doing really good, just on time.
I'm keeping up.
You're keeping up, you're holding up to your reputation.
You know, it's amazing, there's not that many people out here. We pretty much had the trail to ourselves.
Well, we're in a little bit more secluded area of the trail, but sometimes we will run into crowds of people, some congestion even. Whenever you run into people on the trail, we've got to remember to be courteous with them. You know, pass on the left and let them know when you're coming up behind somebody. A lot of folks can't hear, so holler out. Just use common courtesies that you would on any trail.
So Kristen, as a competitive bodybuilder, I would imagine diet's pretty important, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, you always want to eat healthy, but especially when you're doing something like this, you're taking a lot out of your body. You need to make sure you put good stuff right back in it. Don did a great job of packing us a really healthy lunch. You know, we've got good snacks to last us throughout the day to keep our energy up.
Absolutely. You know, it's important when you're burning calories like this out here to have food, probably not junk food, just good, healthy stuff to get you through the day.
Yep. I saw that.
What?
Hey, Pete, this is Augusta. It's a really neat town. Like I told you, there's several antique stores and bakeries and some wineries, but there is one really special place I think we ought to take a look at, too.
All right, let's check it out. Hey, I thought you said there was nothing steeper than 5%.
And I thought you said you were mountain boy. Hey, Peter, this is a really great bed and breakfast.
Boy, this place is beautiful. Should we stay in the night here?
No, but I think we can probably go in and get a drink of water. You really need to see the house. It's truly representative of the German heritage that you see as you ride through Augusta. It was built in the 1800s, and it's all original except for a few add-ons. But look how well it's been taken care of.
Boy, it's beautiful. I'm ready for a drink. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
So the mighty Missouri, huh?
That's it. It's been at our side, and it will be all the way to Boonville. But this is the first time we've got this good of a view of it.
Yeah. Boy, it's so hot today, you know, I'd almost consider taking a dip, but the water looks a little muddy.
I wouldn't consider it too awful much. It's got quite an undertow out there. Even the locals don't swim in it. And besides that, it's out of the park boundaries, and we really don't want to get off the trail.
All right, we made it.
You bet.
Hello, welcome to Pelt's Nickel House.
Hello!
Hi.
Come right on up.
Look at the size of that dog.
This is Herman's George F. Bayer. And this is Mimi Schmidt, the sheep.
That is a sheep.
And we welcome you to our house. My name's Chris Katy.
Hi, I'm Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. It's nice to meet you both.
Well, we're glad to be here. It was quite a ride.
Wonderful town. Wonderful ride.
You know what? We're going to, if it's okay, we're going to run up and see a friend of Kristen's at the winery.
Certainly, the winery's open.
Okay, can we just leave bikes here?
Absolutely, they'll be perfectly
We'll probably
safe.
a couple hours or something.
Yeah, we'll be back in time for dinner.
Wonderful. We'll look forward to it.
Don't let this guy
Thanks.
eat all my dinner. Save some.
Oh, no. He won't.
What a welcoming committee.
Bye-bye. Have fun.
All right, we'll see ya. Whew, good to be off the bike. So are you sure he's up here?
Oh, yeah.
How are we gonna find him?
Oh, that's easy. Hey, Jim!
Here I am.
There he is.
Hello.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Kristen. Good
This
to see you.
is my friend Pete.
Nice
Hi,
to meet
Pete.
ya.
Nice to meet you.
So tell me about these wonderful grapes.
Well, let me show you. This is the Norton Vineyard,
Uh-huh.
and this is the very beginning of the Missouri industry. This is what made Missouri famous back before Prohibition. This is an old block of Norton grapes that produce a really deep, full-bodied red wine.
Can I try one of them?
Sure. Have a pick.
Oh, ladies first.
Oh, there you go, Kristen. As you can see, it's a very small bunch, and it's actually a Native American grape, and it produces a really robust, full-bodied red wine. And back before Prohibition, this grape was responsible for making Missouri the second largest wine-producing state in the nation.
Those are wonderful.
Aren't they good?
You know what? They taste like they're just about ripe.
They're ready to pick. We're going to be, I was just looking at the grapes right now, and hopefully we'll be bringing our machine harvester in here in about a week.
Boy, they taste wonderful. You know, we worked up quite a thirst on this ride, and Kristen's been building up your vineyard here the whole time. We get a chance to taste some of this?
Well, I think that's what we ought to be doing right now. I say we go back to the winery and taste some Norton.
All right. We headed in the right direction?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I hope you'll enjoy these wines we've brought out for you. I've got, I think Michael's going to bring us an old vintage Norton that we can try, and maybe some Seyval. Here's our cellar. Kristen.
Terrific.
Hello, how are you?
Ah, there's our man.
All right.
Howdy, Michael.
I'm to replenish my stock.
Oh, excellent. Very good. I'm glad you brought the Seyval, because really before we taste the Norton, I think we should try a dry barrel fermented Seyval, because
Absolutely.
if you drink the Norton, it will kind of, a red wine will kind of coat your palate, and it's better to start off with a good dry white.
Okay.
We've been looking forward to this all day, so.
Well, good. Here we go. This is the barrel fermented Seyval, and it's aged in French oak barrels, and actually it's fermented inside the barrel so that it comes out with a very nice yeasty, toasty flavor to it.
It is very good. What
Very
would you
dry.
drink this with, Jim?
Oh, very nice with poultry and seafood. It's a dominant wine, so it'll really, you must be careful, it will take over a food. But you can see it still has a nice nose. It's got a lovely fruit. That's the Seyval Blanc grape, kind of a citrus.
I like it very
That
much.
is good. Cuts right through the dust of that trail.
Oh yeah, very refreshing. Now what we'll do is rinse, and you can just pour it right in there.
We've been looking forward to this since being in the vineyard with you earlier.
Well, I know we came here for the Norton, so that's where we're gonna head next.
All right.
We can just. Go ahead. Now we have the 94 Norton.
The Norton.
Ah, thank you.
This is it. Now this would have been made out of grapes possibly from the vineyard we were in this afternoon?
That's exactly right. The grapes were grown right there, and this was actually harvested in 1994 and coopered in French and American and Hungarian oak. It's kind of an odd combination of oak, but we like the complexity that it adds to the wine.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Isn't that nice? This is a Native American grape, but it's much different than the other kind of American grapes like Concord and Catawba. This wine is much more like a European wine, like the Rhones, for instance. It's very soft in tannins, but it's big and full-bodied and very robust.
And right here in Missouri.
Yes, sir.
That's great.
This is what made Missouri famous, right here. Let's take a walk through the cellars, and I'll show you where this wine is made. Let's catch this sunset, shall we?
Boy, the light's getting good.
That's right, the sunsets here are surpassed only by these wines.
Hey, here's a toast to a great day riding, and to Jim, your hospitality.
It's been fun, folks. Come back.
What's the numbers on the sign for?
Oh, that's a mile marking system. We inherited it from the railroad. Let you know where you are when you're out on the trail.
Oh, but that one says 157. We haven't gone 157 miles.
No, right. Since we're using the system we inherited from the railroad, it doesn't exactly start at 0. When we left St. Charles, we were at mile marker 39. So you can subtract that from 157 and figure out where you are.
Probably a good thing to have in case someone gets in trouble out here and needs some help.
Real good point. All the local law enforcement agencies are really familiar with the trail in our system. So if you get injured, you need help, note where you are, and somebody will be able to find you pretty easily.
We'll probably be okay out here today, though, huh?
I'm not sure, Peter, the way you ride.
Oh, come on, what do you mean? Hey, check it out. Maybe we can get a ride.
Hey, how are you doing?
Can we hop on? Yeah, of course. All right. Much obliged. Look at the size of that pumpkin.
I forgot to tell you that Hartsburg is the pumpkin capital of the USA.
This is great.
They're really famous for their pumpkins. They have an annual pumpkin festival, and there'll be over 10,000 people walking the streets of this little town.
You know, this Katy Trail at 50 miles a day, I don't know if I can handle this pace much longer.
You think we can get him to take us all the way to the end of the trail?
We could try. All right, day 2 finished.
You bet, and this bed and breakfast is going to be a great place to take a rest.
I don't know about you, but I'm starving.
Well, conveniently enough, we've got a wonderful place to eat right next door.
Perfect.
This is really a neat town. It was a little sleepy railroad town that after the railroad left, not much was there. I think you'll find a full measure of small town Midwestern hospitality here.
All right. So what kind of wildlife do you see around here?
Oh, all kinds. Because Katy Trail's a state park, the wildlife here is protected. And just about anything you might see in Missouri, you're going to find along the corridor. Deer, wild turkey, lots of small mammals like skunks, raccoons. In the early mornings and the evenings, I've seen a lot of coyotes out here.
Probably don't see too much during the day, huh?
No, it's hard to. Of course, wildlife tends to be active when they're feeding at dusk or dawn. Most of them are pretty nocturnal.
Yeah.
But also, since we've been paralleling the Missouri River, We're on a migratory path for a lot of different species of birds. Oh, this place has the best hot cider. I'll tell you what, Jim wanted you to meet him at the corner of 2nd and Columbia at the Wilcox Barth House. I'm going to go ahead and get us checked in and see if Vicky's got some of that famous hot apple cider ready for us.
That'd be great. You know, it's really cooling off. Keep it hot and we'll see you in a few.
Okay.
Jim Denny is a local historian who has worked for the Missouri Department of Natural Resources for the past 20 years. He knows everything there is to know about this area and has been on every inch of the Katy Trail. Jim!
Peter Whitaker.
How are you?
Fine, I've been expecting you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Roachport.
Well, thanks. Hey, you got a few minutes to show me around?
Yes, let me get the door here.
Okay.
And, let's go out and see some of the sights.
Great, let's hit it. Mind if I stash the bike here?
Not at all. Peter, we're right in the heart of the Roachport Historic District right now. Virtually the entire town is on the National Register of Historic Places. This interesting old house right here is the Wilcox Barth House.
Boy, it's beautiful now. Has there been much restoration or not? Are we looking at the original?
Oh, yes. This house has received extensive restoration by the previous owners, very lovingly cared for. It was built in 1837 for Dr. George Wilcox, who was the first physician in Boone County. And,
what's it used for today?
Well, a man named Richard Saunders has an antique business here. Is one of the many antique shops here in Roachport.
I would imagine the river was pretty important to this town, huh?
Before the Civil War, the river was the lifeblood of this town. There was something like 500 steamboat landings a year in Roachport before the Civil War. This house right here was built for a riverboat captain named Captain John Kaiser. He was a master of many steamboats, and as you can see, there's a very impressive dwelling.
This is a big place, so a steamboat captain looks like he pulled in some pretty good coin back then.
Yes, he did indeed.
How about the trail today? Is it bringing a lot of people in these towns?
Yes, it is. It's taken the place of the railroads and the riverboats, and now this is a trail town.
Well, it's a great place to stop along the way.
Sure
it's
is.
Beautiful.
Oh, and here's Pete right now.
Hi, you guys.
Hi.
You must be Vicky.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you, Peter. Would you like some apple cider?
It smells great. I'd love some.
So, Pete, did you learn anything on your tour of Roachport?
I did. Jim's full of facts. It's an amazing town here. In fact, you mentioned this is, it used to be an old schoolhouse?
That's true, and there are still some remnants found of the old school days in this building.
You must see a lot of different folks through here.
Oh, the Katy Trail has certainly brought people from all over the country.
Vicky's promised to give us a personal tour of the bed and breakfast.
Tell you what, let's wait on that a little bit. The sun is great, and you know what? I would love to just sit here and enjoy this cider and the rest of the light. It's a great afternoon. Kristen's been working me pretty good the last few days. You got a tunnel coming up, huh?
Yeah, this is the only tunnel on the trail. It was built in 1893. It's all out of stone, carved right into the bluff there. The neat thing about it on a really hot day is it's the best place on the trail to cool off.
Yeah. A bit of work went into this one.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that they'd build tunnels if they were doing that today. They'd probably just make a big cut through the bluff. A lot of movies have been filmed in here.
These are your old stomping grounds, huh?
That's right. In fact, in this building, once it's renovated, my offices will be right here.
Great place to have an office. It's not your caboose back there, is it?
No, it's not. But there are plenty of really interesting buildings in this town, like all the river towns we've passed through on our trip.
How many miles to Sedalia?
Only about 30 miles left in this trip, Pete.
Hey, what are the plans for the trail in the future?
Well, our goal is to have a rail trail that stretches from one side of the state to the other. Will you come back and finish the ride?
Is that an invitation?
Absolutely.
You bet. Whether you're on a day trip or overnighting end to end, the Katy Trail is a low-impact alternative to rugged terrain. In fact, it's great for the whole family. I've got to catch up with Kristen, but we'll see you on the next Trailside.
Available now, the complete series of Trailside illustrated guides, hiking and backpacking, bicycling, kayaking, cross-country skiing, and fly fishing. To purchase, call 1-800-TRAILSIDE, 1-800-872-4574. The home video of this program, as well as other programs in the Trailside series, is available for $19.98 plus shipping and handling by calling 1-800-TRAILSIDE, 1-800-872-4574. Trailside is brought to you in part by Chevy Tahoe. Next time you're having fun outdoors, make sure Mother Nature has a good day too.
Chevy Blazer, the only sport utility vehicle with a driver control system. It's nice to know it's there.
Trailside, the longest-running outdoor how-to television series, invites you to join the new Trailside Nature Club. Call the number on your screen and join today, and you'll receive a free Trailside guide or an award-winning video. Call now and receive a full-year subscription to the outdoor magazine of your choice. Up to 50% savings at over 1,400 hotels, airline discount coupons, discounts on gear and gear repair, and much, much more. The Trailside Nature Club. Become a member today.